Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working that left side now. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. A very positive start to the year.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And there has been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther away you line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well, this offense knew he was good coming out of high school, but talking to their quarterback and their coaching staff before the game, David, they didn't know he was this good. He's made catches in practice. He's done things in scrimmage that is completely wowing everybody. Now the question, can he do it when the lights are on and everybody's watching?
And I think receiver is the best spot to transfer being a freshman. Like, it's not the biggest adjustment. These guys aren't so much bigger that you're going against. It's speed. He has the speed. He has the hype. I'm excited to watch this debut.
The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's caught downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more.
There he goes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got a man. It's Beal. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
He now has 56 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fights off a defender. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Missouri State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go back to work on offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession.
Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll throw on 3rd down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but
he's got it inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shame. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Bear offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Brings it down on the right side.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's loose.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. And the defense drags him down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. To the ground to try to pick up the first. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wide out. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the running back gets a 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 35. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. It's complete to the left. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
To the air on first down. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Right back to the well. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise. Right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The handoff keep working on that clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the option. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Beal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Just keep slinging it. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right on target this time. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Dumps it off in the flats. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over.